Insurgent is quite a lot darker than Divergent is. It kind of goes into a much darker place. So how was it for you kind of seeing that come to life on screen, and was it kind of translated the way that you'd hoped for?
Yeah, it was really exciting, especially, I mean, I must have a darker streak that I'm not aware of because otherwise the book wouldn't have turned out that way. But I was pretty excited to see Shailene really capture the emotional struggle that Triss is going through in Insurgent, because after seeing, Divergent, and the other things that she's done, amazing movies that she's done, I knew that she could do it, and I was just excited to see it. So that was kind of, that was my feeling about it. But I also do think it came across really well. There's some really, I mean, it's high action, and it's really fun and entertaining, but there are these moments where Triss is really struggling with, accepting herself for who she is, and accepting and forgiving what she's done. And I think that's so great to see on screen in the midst of, what is otherwise a really high-octane action movie.
Were there any kind of particular moments that you were really looking forward to seeing being put up on screen?
Yeah, I was looking forward to Candor Truth Serum scene, that one, and also the scene where Triss fights herself, because I was really curious about how that would work out. Like, how do you do that? But, they did.
No, yeah, it looked great. And of course, you've had some great actors come on board for this film, particularly with Octavia Spencer and Naomi Watts getting involved. So what is it like for you to kind of sit there and see these incredible actors with such a high caliber playing your characters?
It's really wonderful. I mean, just to feel confident in the people who are playing the characters, that they'll be able to make them as nuanced and interesting to watch as possible. And I had met Octavia Spencer a couple years before because she wrote a children's book, so we were at the same conference, and she was just as lovely, when they were shooting Insurgent as she was then. So it was really great to kind of have a strange, unlikely reunion with her.
How much time did you actually kind of spend on set? Were you there quite a lot, or did you kind of stay away from that side of it?
No, I was there frequently. I wasn't there as often as I was with Divergent because it was shot in the same city where I live. Insurgent was a little farther away from me, so. But I was there for every major set piece, which was very much intentional. So Factionless, Candor, Erudite, Amity was there for all of them. So it was great.
Yeah, and of course you kind of touched on them there, but some of the sets were unbelievable in this film. I mean, the Factionless and Amity were incredible.
The dome, yeah, really nice. And the Factionless set's my favorite, definitely. Every little, hole in the wall is completely different and suggests a different lifetime, for a character that you don't get to meet, but it's really interesting.
Of course, now crossing over into the third book and seeing that come to life, obviously that opens up the world a whole lot more. So are there any particular moments that you're kind of really looking forward to getting filmed and for audiences to get to see?
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch how they do the characters leaving the city, and to see all the actors who are going to be a part of that scene reacting to, the first glimpse of what's outside. I think that will be really exciting.
The first film did so well. It got, everyone absolutely loved it who I know have seen it, and the reviews I've read as well. It was great. So for you, it must be really nice to see the people's reactions to it. And it must have also kind of opened up the readership to you, I guess. A lot more people will have found the book.
There's nothing like a movie to make people aware of a book, which is just, great. I couldn't be happier about that. So new readers, and I think it's interesting to see, when people always say read the book before you see the movie, but when it's the reverse, I think you get a lot more diversity of readership. Like there was someone at an event I did last night who. He was, kind of like middle-aged guy, which is not exactly the target audience, but it's so wonderful to see the book reaching people like that.
What do you hope that an audience are going to kind of take away from this one that maybe they didn't get in Divergent?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they'll get introduced to a few favorite characters. So Uriah, who is one of the fan favorite characters. So as far as, I don't know what they take away from it. I hope that they leave the theater and have to kind of shake out the tension.